Hello and welcome to another free-range episode of J2 Talks, where Jacqueline and myself, Jason, if you didn't already know, talk about a range of subjects centered around our relationship. My intention was to strengthen communication between each other in a fun way, and I thought, what better way to do that than through a podcast? In the future, this week's episode is about how our physical health has had an impact on our relationship for better and for worse. But before that, I'd like to give a quick shout out to Safety Fire Extinguishers in Muskogee, Oklahoma. Their top-notch customer service and wide selection of fire safety equipment makes them the best fire safety consulting business in eastern Oklahoma. Check them out at safetyfireextinguishers.com or give Scott a call at 918-683-1953 and tell him Jason sent you. Scott was a volunteer firefighter for about 5 years before opening his doors and has a plethora of knowledge to keep your home or business safe and in compliance with fire marshal safety standards. So once again, if you need any fire equipment and to keep your home safe or your business, call Scott at 918-683-1953. Let's get this show on the road, baby. So right now our audio is all set. So we're recording.
Woohoo!
And we have the intro.
Episode 7. Woo!
07.
Sorry, 07.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot to do that. And
Didn't
you
even
asked
draw
me
on
to
the
do it.
board, make it
Can
look
I
all
draw
beautiful.
on it right now?
Absolutely not. This is the worst time to draw on that.
Why?
Because it's the podcast time.
I can draw and podcast at the same time.
I really doubt that. You can't be as silly.
Challenge. I'm the
Boom.
What's the
right
word?
there. You haven't even started drawing yet.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm a multitasker. That's what I was gonna say. Now give me an eraser and a marker, and I can do it.
Okay. Where did I put them? They are in a bag in that closet right behind
I don't
you.
want to get up.
Exactly. So for all you people out there listening, if you're not already, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, our SoundCloud. That's where you'll see all our podcasts as they are in order. And also Google Podcasts. You will see us live, episode 7 on Monday.
Monday afternoon, right around traffic time.
We're a little late on this one, but
yeah, it's been a crazy weekend, and we were supposed to go live yesterday, but I had to take care of some stuff. Yeah, so we're a day late, but we're here. We're still, rocking and rolling and rolling and rocking
and strolling, baby.
Yeah.
Oh lordy. So let's get into talking about getting physical.
Yeah, so
I wish I had that song right now to play.
Not just getting physical. We're going to be talking about health this week and about health and relationships and how it's affected us.
Physical health, to be specific.
Physical health, mental health as well. And mostly physical, though. And the reason I wanted to talk about it was because this week we've been going hard with the gym and everything and trying to be healthy, and we've been setting some goals. So
Which we've done a lot. We've kind of done that twice in our relationship so far and fell off.
Yeah, sadly. We fall off. So
it's so hard
I think
to stay consistent.
Having this episode up and having it public and having people listen to it, having our friends and family listen to it,
and we are on blast.
Hold us accountable. And if you guys, know us and you guys, find out that we're not going to the gym or something, you have to call us out. So
or don't and let me eat my in and out in peace. Please.
No, call us out.
And my soda. So I wanted to kind of let everybody know how I think everybody agrees that your physical health is important regardless of how much you actually pay attention to it. I know that as for me growing up, my weight has gone up and down like a damn roller coaster my entire life. And it's been annoying, extremely annoying. I mean, I've had reasons to get rid of the weight mainly for football, but then I'll gain it right back. Like looking at all my pins on the wall as I'm going up the stairs. My mom has all my sports pins growing up, and half of them I'm skinny, half of them I'm chubby, and half I'm fat. And so it's not good, especially getting older too. It'll probably just be consistently fatter and fatter, and then it'll be a little bit less fat, but then it'll be just fat. and that's no fun because then just get back problems and all that good stuff, and then I got problems with my freaking stomach for that's more of a just one-off thing, luckily, but it still makes just enjoying everything just way more difficult. Like getting sick from having just a few drinks and stuff. And what I noticed too about health is that as we were getting more in shape and kind of paying attention to what we were doing, it was more exciting to see you, especially after we wouldn't see each other for more than a week or so, or like a couple of days. That drive in me would just be more full throttle. It's great.
After working out for a week and then we'd finally see each other.
Oh yeah. But just I noticed too that like as I was working out a lot and I wasn't drinking soda and I was losing quite a bit of weight, I would just have more of a drive to say hello to you and give you some kisses and all that good stuff.
God, say hello.
It's so good. Oh man. And like I don't know why I had my uncle came into town and I just lost my job the same time Ryan was having his graduation, and my uncle was like, "Let's go get Philly's best," and you're not gonna say no to Uncle Scotty. So you're gonna go get some more food, and then more food after that, and then when he's gone, you're still gonna eat, because that's the way it goes.
Yeah, so I think that's like a big problem when you're trying to stay healthy and eat right and stuff and stay on a good track. And I'm not saying like be on a diet and eat only specific things, but just be
If you're
more
trying to lose weight, you pretty much gotta do that.
yeah, it would just be more aware of like what you're eating and the amount that you're eating too. But it's hard to do that when you're like something like that. Someone comes into town and they want to go and eat all this and you're trying not to eat that
I
stuff.
think I was more looking at an excuse to eat all
Yeah.
that shit because I loved it, but I hated it.
Yeah, you talked all about it before he got here. You're like, well, he's going to want to eat this and this and this. And I was like,
I really meant
Okay.
me. I'm gonna want to eat this and this.
yeah. So, the thing about being in a relationship and doing that is that we both have to hold each other accountable for it.
Yeah.
And if you say, let's go get Philly's best this weekend, I could be like, all right, well, let's go get Philly's best. But is that really going to benefit us? How are you going to feel? Something that I realized we haven't eaten in a long time, because I think the last time we ate it, you said we will never eat this again because we always feel like shit after
Taco
it.
Bell?
No. Well, Taco Bell's pretty bad too. But you haven't had Taco Bell in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
No, Wingstop. Not Wing.
Right.
Yeah, Wingstop.
Yeah.
Wingstop. We were having it quite a lot in the beginning, and I noticed after eating, you'd always get sick. You always got sick, really bad. I just felt like crap because
I feel like we just ate too fast too.
I always just felt like crap too, just because it was like so heavy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's something that we have to like remember, keep that in mind.
Don't get too excited when you see wings and fries and ranch and soda in front of you, you fat bastard.
Yeah, you and ranch.
You have to say that to me.
I don't want
Like
to
you
say
literally
that
have to say that to me in public.
I don't want to be mean to you either. I just want to tell you, hey, but we can go eat this instead because it's a healthier choice.
And we can have a salad and you can go shoot yourself in the head when you're done.
No, see, that is not the right attitude to have. It's not. You gotta have a good attitude about it.
I honestly want to be like my mom though.
Yeah, I do
in the
too.
most serious way.
So
like she's a damn she's 60 something, partying with people our age
She's
and
at
younger.
Stagecoach
She's
this
the oldest girl.
weekend.
She was the oldest woman probably at that whole 12 or 15 person wine tasting, and she was down to party for the rest of the night.
I know. She was like all.
Man. I wanted to party too.
And she had taken like 2 shots of tequila too, at the end of the day.
Yeah. Just because she just eats so damn healthy and works out every single day.
She takes care of herself. So I think we have to, like, when you're in a relation, especially when you're in a relationship, and we think a lot about the future. Sometimes me more than you.
I mean, it's cool to think about a few things, but I notice you think about it a lot, like in your spare time.
Yeah,
I think about it when I'm with you, because then I kind of like get in the. You probably put me in that headspace, and then I think about it.
It's your fault. You're the one who always brings up the future.
I want to be that person who, like that dad who's able to just be able to go do the shit your kids want to do, go ride bikes, or like bring them to the skate park. Oh, dad's gonna jump on a skateboard, watch him do a front flip and shit. No, I can't do a front flip. Do you think I can?
You can.
Yeah, I knew it. Okay, I can do a front flip. By the way, everybody,
Yeah, you can.
she saw it.
You just got to stay healthy and lose some weight.
Yeah,
And yeah, we got to think about our future when we're doing that.
and the best way
And think about the present too, because right now, like, there's so many benefits from it.
Oh, I know.
And it's just about feeling
There's
a
a
lot
shit
better.
ton of benefits.
Yes.
But I want to bring up what works best for me and what might work for other men out there or women in a relationship or two women and two men. You never know. But the best thing, how I lose weight, mainly how I quit things that I
How
shouldn't
you
have.
quit things.
How I quit
Yeah.
things. Quitting cigarettes. I went back to vape, which I think doesn't count because cigarettes is like is way way worse. But over time, I think as we go along and I eliminate all these other things that are like essentially addicted to, not really addicted to, just crave a lot, then we can put vape on that list. But priority one was cigarettes, and that was stopped by withholding them kisses. If Jason don't get no kisses, he's not a happy man.
And I get to choose if he had a cigarette. I get to choose when I'd kiss him again.
Yeah. And no, we said none for at least a week or more. And I just felt
Depending
bad.
on how long I wanted to
Yeah, exactly.
punish you, basically,
Yeah.
for having a
And it
cigarette.
punishes us both, basically,
Yeah.
pretty much. So, and then
And I didn't want to do it that way because I feel like if you are addicted to, especially when it's smoking, I think you should be able to quit for yourself and on your own. But and I never wanted to tell you to stop smoking. But I did start noticing that it was like a little more, it was just like more often that you were doing it and it was a little more than usual.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I brought it up.
Yeah, work was getting really stressful towards the end of Fine Line too, and it was yeah, we're just going through a lot of shit, and that's when, especially when I have literally I can just pretty much do whatever I want, but what I want to do is work. And then when I get stressed out by the dudes I'm working with, or even my dad, or just I'm like trying to do shit and thinking about like trying to take a break for a second. My break could have been taking a walk around the parking structure, like just around the town, taking like half my walk. I've done that before, but instead I would just go to cigarettes, and that's polar opposites. But yeah, so kisses definitely helps me. Next thing is soda. I haven't had soda in an entire week. And I almost got a soda Friday with my In and Out, but you said no.
I
You
said
were pissed too.
no. Well,
You
okay,
seem
so
irritated that I even asked you.
I was irritated. Kind of feel bad about that because
I feel bad.
no, I was
work.
irritated not because of the soda thing. I was taking out everything else that I had like, all the emotions that I had felt that day about some other stuff. I kind of took it out on you, and I was
Oh,
just
that's
like,
great.
because I was just like, because you asked me about the soda, and I'm like, here we go. Like it was kind of annoying because I'm like, okay, it's the same thing. Like you're like, oh, can I? It was the same thing as a cigarette. Like after like a couple of weeks of not smoke, or no, even a week of not smoking, you're like, can I have like one cigarette?
That was when we were drinking a
And
shit
I'm
ton, and
like,
it's difficult when I'm drunk and I'm around everybody smoking.
it's always difficult.
But I didn't. I
I
fucking held
know.
true to that.
I
to
know.
The
So
cigarettes
then when
and
you
the soda.
then when you text me about the soda, it was like that trigger, and I was like, oh great, like
I mean, you would have bitch slapped me. If
he's
you could.
like, yeah, I'm like great. He's like asking for soda, like what's like. Can't you just go a week without the soda?
It's so delicious.
It's not that hard. And you're
and
here
I got
asking
bitchy
me.
too for a second. I got a little butthurt.
Yeah, you did.
I was in the line.
You
in
were
and out.
mad, right?
I was like like more just like kind of just irritable, I guess. Like I was sitting in line In and Out. I had a fantastic workout, by the way, really good workout, and I wanted to like reward myself. So I was already rewarding myself with In and Out, but I wanted to take it to the next motherfucking level. So
And
I
have
wanted
a
to have it with
soda.
Dr. Pepper. Ooh, it was gonna taste so good. And then like literally, I was like 2 cars in line before I was gonna make my order, and then you wouldn't reply. Like you were like taking slow to reply, and I was like, fuck, should I do it? Fuck, should I do it? And then like I feel like she just shook her head, like the lady holding the little monitor, like who takes the orders, like shook her head or something. I was just like, fuck you all, man. Give me a lemonade, bitch. I wanted a soda, and then I was over it. Like totally. Once I got there and started eating, I was like, all right, I'm
And it's
chilling.
even better too that you didn't get a soda because
It's
it's
essentially the
already
same thing
it's already not good. No, soda has so much sugar.
compared to that pink lemonade they sell. Holy fuck, that is sugary. Have you
It
tried?
still has way more like chemicals and sugar than the
Probably, yeah,
lemonade
chemicals,
does.
probably, yeah.
But yeah, you already had In and Out, which after working out, which is kind of like
Your body's working hard. That was the third day I worked out, and I almost didn't work out because I was sore as a motherfucker, and I still did it, and I felt proud. And then I wanted to destroy it all with the
you
burger.
destroyed it all with a
No,
burger.
I did not.
You destroyed a little bit of it with a burger.
A little bit, but it's still
I just don't
progress.
recommend that you do that every
Two steps
week
forward and one step back
or
is still
every
one
day.
step forward.
Okay, I
Ooh,
guess.
I'm a philosopher
Whatever.
today.
No, you're not.
I don't know.
No, you're not.
Okay, you're right.
But anyways, going back to the gym thing, I was really proud of myself this week because I did really good. I only went 2 days because I had to work 3 out of my 5 days.
In
But
the afternoon.
yeah, on Tuesday and Thursday that I went, I was really proud of myself because I didn't go like into it going too hard because I know that I hadn't been there in a while, and I didn't want
That's
to.
always tempting too to just like go in because you're like, dude, I haven't fucking went in a
Yeah,
while. I want to just kind of make up for it, and when you do that, you pay for it in the next 2 days.
yeah.
The
So,
worst.
and I did feel sore the next 2 days until like probably yesterday, but it was felt good. It wasn't anything too bad. And I don't know, you've always said you don't like feeling that way, but I love feeling sore because then I know like first of all, it's the best way to fall asleep.
Yeah, that's
When
true.
you lay down and you're sore because your body's just like done.
And it's
So
an aphrodisiac.
you fall asleep. What is that?
I don't know. It makes you all juicy.
Oh. Oh, like oysters.
What?
Yeah, oysters do that.
They get all juicy when they work out?
No, they're in
Aphrodisiac.
yeah.
Oh, shouts out to oysters out there getting men laid since the beginning of time.
Okay, so that's not the reason why I like being sore though. I like being sore because it feels good. I feel accomplished, and that's how it felt this week. On Tuesday, I literally just went in and like I was like, oh, let me just get on a treadmill. I was just gonna walk for like an hour,
Ooh, that's
but
boring.
I lifted the what's it called, the treadmill up, and I was going like uphill and then I was going front and back. I was going backwards too, which is like a
What
really
got
good
in your? What do you think got in your brain when you were like, just I'm gonna walk today. Fuck it, 1 hour, and you just changed your mind like in a second, or you just kept thinking about it, or what?
No, I just got onto the treadmill and I was like, I changed my mind really quick. I got on the treadmill and I was like, let me elevate it and make it a little harder for myself.
Don't
Because originally if I wanted to like go hard right away, I would have just gotten onto the Stairmaster and gotten to like level 5
get that
and
booty.
done my
Get that booty.
routine that I used to do. But I was like, if I do that, I'm gonna be so winded and I'm not gonna be able to handle it. So that's why I did the treadmill and I like elevated it so it can give me a little more of a workout.
Yeah.
So I still felt pretty accomplished. And yeah,
for you,
and then
love.
on Thursday I was really proud of myself because I used a new like one of the
Yeah.
machines,
That's
which
what you
I
gotta
never do.
do.
I
Go
never
branch
do
out. There's
that.
probably it'll make your workout one more fun too.
I know I never do that. So
I
it was
did that
exciting.
unintentionally when I went to the gym when it was extremely crowded, and I was initially pissed, but after just wandering around trying to figure out a place to do like I usually do lunges,
Yeah.
and all the leg machines were taken, all the, like the calf machine, all the leg shit was taken except for one spot where there's a mirror and then there's one of those like stepping stools. Then I was able to do those squats where you put one leg back and then you
Yeah.
dip with the kettlebells. So that's pretty fucking sweet. But I know how much of an effect it's gonna have on us, like our physical health. Mainly mine, only because you felt my muscle and you were just like, oh, ooh. That was great. So that was extremely inspiring, and that made me, or inspiring with an I, for me, inspiring. It was me inspiring. So yeah, that was great, and that was just made me want to go to the gym more. So yeah, I'm totally stoked to go tomorrow, and I'm down to just keep going and going and going and going until I'm just like a rock. I'm like the Rock, pretty much. But
Oh, don't
white.
get like the Rock. That's gross.
No, it's not.
I don't like the big muscly, like extremely over, like it looks gross. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger and the Rock like that.
It looks like artificial.
It just looks so gross. I don't like that. Don't do that. That's gross.
Okay, cool.
Just do like normal amount of muscle, a normal body,
Healthy.
healthy body. Yeah. Healthy body. I want a healthy body just because it's easier to go shopping for clothes.
Get the fuck out. You are selfish.
No, seriously, that's a big motivation. A lot of the reason that I don't have a lot of clothes is because it's so hard for me to find something that I'm comfortable in 100%. And so that's a big reason. You actually made me, which was a really good thing. Again, going back to like being in a relationship and trying to be healthy and like getting more motivated to go to the gym.
And that all stemmed though from me just being more and more sick. That was actually from I had like a stomach ulcer, and I thought it was just from my eating habits, and I was also getting pretty fat too. But like on top of like me, I would wake up at like 3 in the morning, go puke, and there'd be a little blood and shit. But you would still stay up there with like you'd wake up with me, and I'd be like, go back to bed, like you should be sleeping, and you would just stay up with me, and that also showed me how compassionate and caring and loving you are, and that just made me love you so much more in the early on.
Well, if the person that you're with is struggling and they can't sleep, I think it's only fair for you to.
I know, but I can barely get up when like I can't get up like in the morning when you're going to work. Like you would walk me to my door every day, and now it's just like you know how much of a dick I am in the morning at like 4 in the morning when you have to leave. So you just bounce, and I'm just like I did it twice or 3 times, but then you're just like, now go back to bed, dude. But still, you know how much I love you.
It's okay. I'm not gonna force you to get up.
So you're going back into shopping, and then shopping for clothes, and then
Oh yeah. So what I was gonna say before you interrupted me,
I'm sorry.
is that we were with the first time that we kind of like try to motivate each other into mostly working out. Because honestly, for me, the eating part isn't bad. It's the working out part that I need to really work on. If I would work out enough, I could lose the weight. But
you can work out enough.
yeah, but I wasn't working out enough. That's the thing. But you had me write down a list of like the reasons like why I want to lose weight and why I should go to the gym.
No, just the pros and cons. Like
the pros and cons,
benefits.
And one of the biggest pros was the clothes thing. Like
that's surprising.
It's so annoying. Yeah, it's so annoying having to like when you've got a body like mine, like
it
having
helps
to figure out what to wear and like what to wear, trying to figure out like where you can go shopping where you'll find clothes that you like and that's gonna look good on your body. And that's
you look beautiful in pretty much everything. You're a little too critical on yourself.
Yeah, but I like there's some things out there that I'm like, oh, I wish I could wear that, but
I'm more concerned about you being healthy.
Oh like yeah, of course, that too.
Because you get headaches all the time too. Like I think you're probably not taking that medicine. Your mom like the regimen of vitamins and shit.
The vitamins.
But you would always have back problems too, and I would see how much your neck is like going forward. Mine does the same shit.
My back problems is because of like my chest area. It's way too much.
Beautiful.
I'm carrying too much on.
I love it.
Shut up. I'm carrying way too much between my weight and then just like my chest.
It's literally all going forward.
It's too much. Yeah.
It's pulling you down. It's literally pulling you down to the ground until you die.
Yeah.
And same for me. Like, it's just like I feel my back. So like even today after work, because I was sitting in that chair a lot, my lower back hurts.
Even talking right now, I'm like, we gotta like check our posture.
And yeah, it's really good. I feel like my brain's more just like functioning way better too. Like it's more active because I'm thinking about what I'm gonna eat. I'm thinking about how I'm gonna be healthy, and I'm not just thinking about when I was overweight. When I still am. When I was extra fat, I would literally like plan the rest of my day after work, like after I eat a good disgusting meal. Like I'm gonna get off work. I'm gonna go
fries.
I'm gonna get off work, get DUI fries, or get Carl's Jr. double Western Bacon burger. Oh, and then go home, eat it, and pass the fuck out.
You
and
know
then
they
my
use
day's
rat
over.
meat at Carl's Jr.
Shut the F word.
I've just always told myself that.
That's actually
so
a good way to
gross.
quit eating fast food.
I just think that they use rat meat in their burgers.
Smart. That's a smart way to do it.
Yeah,
if they did, then and you were right, I'd feel like an idiot and a dirtbag. I hope you're wrong though.
I'm
not
right.
I'm not eating Carl's much anymore.
No,
it's gonna be like a special treat every once every in a blue moon.
No, why would you special treat yourself with In-N-Out instead of Carl's Jr.?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
No, that's gross.
Habit.
Or the Habit,
Ooh.
yeah. Those are two good places. So, okay, health and relationship. The other thing that I was thinking about is the fact that I noticed I gained, I mean, I was already not in a good weight, but I gained more weight when you're in a relationship, especially when it's new. What's the thing that we do the most?
Go out and eat,
We
baby.
go out and eat.
Fuck yeah, we do.
So you gain so much weight in a relationship in the beginning.
Oh,
so
you're
that's
putting the
why.
blame on me, huh? It's my fault?
No, it's both of ours.
Yeah.
Because I plan things and I'm like, okay, well, what are we gonna do? We're gonna go eat.
Duh.
And you plan things. What are we gonna do? We're gonna go eat.
It would be like the times when we don't have shit to do. You always had something to do, but the times we didn't have anything to do, it would be like off work. I plan on eating tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna go eat.
I plan on eating my face.
So it take that you gain a lot of weight. So in the beginning of a relationship, so it's good to it's the fact that we're like getting to a point where we're like, okay, it's not about
This
going
is not
out.
just like a. This is not like a thing where like right now we're like we want to just eat super healthy for like a couple weeks. Like no, I'm really, really, really concerned with our future, because it's not gonna be good if we don't get our shit together.
Yeah,
And
we got to get it together
it's
right
gonna
now.
be
That
so
we're young.
good when we do too. That's the best part. That's what gets me happy, knowing how great it's gonna be when we do get healthy.
Yeah,
And it's so important. It's like it's half of our relationship is our health, like the importance of it, and then the other half is probably like
other
money and outside sources affecting us, like other people and shit like that.
stuff. Yeah,
You know what I mean? But yeah. So yeah, health is a beautiful thing if you're healthy, and we always take it for granted. So
we do. We really do. So I feel like I took it for granted when I was younger because when I was younger, I wasn't as heavy as I was when I got older. My body's always been. I'm the Swazos. Unless we like really worked our asses off.
like Alvin, that dude's
yeah.
inspiring. He got me. Honestly, like he kind of lit a fire at me.
I know that ever since we left their house last week, like I feel like we got like inspired. Like I think that's what like kind of like clicked in us, and we're like, okay, we need to like change it up.
And the whole Joe, like listening to a podcast too when you're working out, because sometimes like I listen to so much
listen
music
to J2
in general.
Talks.
Hell yeah, listen to a pod. Doesn't have to be J2 Talks, but like it
Just
should
listen
be.
to your favorite pod.
But yeah,
favorite
listen to a
podcast.
podcast when you're working out, or like even Joe Rogan talks about like watching movies and shit, or like documentaries or whatever. When you're like on the treadmill, the elliptical, that time will just fucking fly by. You won't even think of it.
I just watch Friends.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Especially if I'm on the treadmill, I just watch Friends.
I've never done that ever.
If I
All
watch,
I've done
like-
is watch music videos and listen to music.
If I watch at least like 3 episodes of Friends, I know I got a good workout in.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Fucking
and it gets me
Friends.
through my workout because I'm sitting there or I'm standing there laughing. So I'm like,
Are you actually
okay.
sweating if you're watching that?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
yeah. It gets to a point where I'm not even really like paying attention to it because I'm working out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I put on Friends, so that's my podcast. But yeah, we got motivated last week, and we want to keep it up more than anything. But I'm also very like adamant about not taking away the things that we like to enjoy every once in a while.
Right.
You know, because then if you take away those things, you end up just completely deprived. And then like with the soda thing, like I said to you,
deprived is a strong word. I think that you did have a good point when I wanted to initially have that soda. You're like, just give it like 2 weeks or even a month. If you don't have soda for a fucking month, you're not gonna want it anymore. Just like a cigarette. That's really how a cigarette
Yeah.
is. Like you'll get that maybe like sudden craving for a second, like if you're around people drinking and having a beer, or if you're drinking. But other than that, like once you quit it for like a good minute, then you're gone from it. Your mind doesn't think about it until like you put it in your mind, like intentionally.
Exactly. It's funny. I was with my friend Elisa yesterday, who is pregnant, and she was saying how she had to like cut down sugars big time.
Oof.
And her doctor told her like
Gummy worms.
sugars, well, mostly like soda, is like basically like cocaine.
It's
like
crack. Oh yeah, for sure.
it's crack, and so detox your body from it. And like I said, obviously we all every once in a while we all enjoy a Coca-Cola. My mom's like, if I have tuna salad, I need to have a Coca-Cola with it. I don't know what it is, but she loves that, you know. So every once in a while we like to enjoy it.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
it's
just excessive.
excessive of it.
Mhm.
You're addicted to it.
Shut your beautiful head. I love
It's
you, but I'm
true.
not addicted.
Yeah.
If I was addicted, I wouldn't have been able to go this whole week without being an asshole, right?
Yeah,
Like how
but
cigarettes were. I'll admit I was kind of a dick mainly on like 1 or 2 days, like where I was just like a total, like I really needed a cigarette pretty much. Driving in LA, I was already late getting there, and just like everything was loud as fuck, and I just wanted to just calm, quiet, and just relax. And it wasn't
But just because you're not being addicted doesn't mean you're not addicted to something. You had,
Usually it's
like I
like a
said,
struggle to quit. Like soda isn't a struggle to quit. It's just, I mean, I did have that little irritable
you
moment.
had a
It was like
struggle.
an
You had an
extreme
irritable
light. It
moment.
was an
Yes.
extremely light addiction, I guess you'd say.
It's still an addiction.
Are we gonna have intervention?
No, I'm just letting you know it's an addiction. So clean yourself from that addiction. And I'm not
I'm gonna
saying
get clean, baby.
don't ever drink a soda in your entire life. I mean, that'd be great, but like I said, clean yourself from it. Give it 2 weeks. Treat yourself with one soda. Don't go like 3 times a day down to Circle K and get like 3 different sodas
Yeah.
because that's excessive.
Well, I wouldn't get
Portion,
three
portion
different
cons-
sodas. I literally, I got two, and usually it lasts me like a day or two, and then I got one for you.
No,
But
I remember one time.
that
We were
one time,
no, yeah, but that's like one day out of many. But one day specifically, I remember we were here. It was like a gloomy day. We were hanging out here on a Saturday.
the best day to just pig out and chill at home when it's
And
cold and
in the
gloomy.
morning, after like I was showered and stuff, you're like, okay, I'm gonna go down to Circle K. And you went down and you got a soda. I think you got chips or something. And then later on in the day, when we had like, I think we had lunch or something, you went down and got a soda. And then
I don't
at
even remember
dinner,
that.
it was like
I was probably high on soda.
it was like after the holidays, a little after the
Oh,
holidays.
that is the worst
But
time too.
we went. You
I
do
probably
that.
ate a bunch of shit too during the holidays.
You do that a lot though, and not just after the holidays. You
that.
just did that a lot. You did that a lot. So
Moving on, baby.
yeah,
Yeah, it was no good. I
you
agree.
you gotta have that person. That's like the good thing about a relationship. You gotta have that person that's gonna tell you straight up. Like I
Yeah,
told you straight up, like you're addicted to soda,
pretty much.
and you can have it if you
Truth
want,
hurts.
but then you're gonna pay the
I
consequences.
don't get no kisses from my baby, and I love my baby's kisses.
I take the cigarettes a lot more seriously though.
Oh, I know. Yeah, like you were, like you were. That's like as aggressive as I've ever seen you get. You're just like, no. I mean, you can have one. You have one, but then you know what's up. I was like, "Rah." And I tried like 4 or 5 times that night, and then you weren't having it.
Nope.
But I made it. I was limping home, but I made it. Like a beaten soldier coming home from a war. I was
You're
carried on your
so
shoulders.
dramatic.
I made it through.
So
Yeah,
drama
worth it.
queen.
But I definitely agree. I don't agree with the mentality of um, thinking that a woman's gonna change you, like get you to quit things or get you to stop. Like that was honestly never my thought. Like I'm gonna quit cigarettes or I'm gonna stop drinking or I'm gonna get healthy when I meet a girl that I love. No, it just happened. Like I started to see the future and I started to see what I wanted our future to be in a positive light. And I just knew like, okay, well I gotta finally make these changes for like good.
Yeah.
And I tried a little bit and I kind of fell off, but no, not anymore.
See,
I don't want to wait anymore. It's
I've
not worth
always
it.
learned that I've always been told that you can never change someone. And that's why, like I said, that's why I never said anything about the smoking. So I've never really said anything even about the soda. But you're changing, but you're doing it, yeah, for me, but mostly for yourself because, you know, if you keep doing that, if you keep going down that road, you're not going to be healthy.
I'm gonna be
And
fucked. I'm gonna get
then
diabetes. I'm gonna lose my leg.
You
and
can
I'm
lose me in some crazy way. And so you're doing it for yourself, really,
right.
but also for someone else. But the most important thing is that you're doing it for your own health and for yourself. So,
And I want you to be there with me.
yeah, I'm going to be there with you and I'm going to be healthy too. And I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to tell you to go to the gym.
You are already healthy in like the eating aspect for sure. It's like,
Yeah,
but they
but
say
in the last
everywhere,
year,
everywhere it says you have to get exercise.
you
all
have
the
to
time.
get exercise.
If you stop exercising and like at some point in your life, you're doing something horribly wrong.
Yeah.
And that's just gonna fuck with your mental. You can get anxiety. Apparently, too, you can get like you can get anxiety and depression and things like that from not exercising. So
Yeah.
anybody prone to that, and you go work it out. Work out.
It really
me,
is good
work
for like
out
mental health too, because like I've had
me.
times when it's good for your mental health because I've had times when I'm like I remember a couple years ago, like my mom was in and out of the hospital and stuff, and going out and working out was like the best motivation because I just completely forgot about that and I let all my emotions out in that. So that's really good too. So yeah.
Yeah. I think we'll be good. It's definitely gonna help us show who we are as a person. Like as soon as one of us starts falling off, or
Yeah.
we'll start to see each other's habits on. Okay, Jason's slowly. I'm noticing now he hasn't got candy in a while, and now he's having a candy. Okay, I'll just keep my eye on that. Or Jackie is having a cookie again, so I got to keep my eye on that. She's putting a little bit more Bailey's than I think in that coffee, so I got to keep an eye on that shit. Like, I think it'll just help us be more in tune with each other.
Yeah, exactly.
And
And
it's an
also,
exciting thing to really.
I
It's
don't
like
want
a
to
revelation.
I don't want to be like in my mid 30s and trying to lose weight.
Fuck that. It's just
I
only
don't
harder.
want to be there. It's so much harder. Also, I know my dad struggles with it a lot and I want to motivate him to do it because I can only tell him so much. But he needs, like, I can tell him, but then, him seeing me, like, okay, well, what are you doing for yourself? It's not the same.
You can't.
And
You
I
can't
like when
talk
we-
about it. Be about it.
Yeah, and I like when we get together. Like yesterday, we were talking about some of the, like, I was like, no, Dad, like, cause he was like, do you want to eat anything? And I was like, no, I had a Cliff Bar, and I was like, I'm trying not to eat after 5, and he was like, oh, okay, and like we were talking about like this week how I worked out and stuff, and he was showing me like different exercises.
So
I
he
feel-
knows.
Yeah, he knows. So I think that's a really great way, like, for us to get to, like, whenever he calls me, and I'll tell him like how the same way I do with you, like we talk about like our workouts and stuff.
Yeah.
I want to be able to do that with him. So there's so many reasons to stay healthy. It's a lot easier when you're in a relationship too. I feel like it's becoming a lot easier when you're in a relationship and you're both on the same track about it
Yeah.
because we're motivating each other every day.
Yeah.
If you don't want to go, I'm going to tell you, like, you're going to feel so much better if you do go, and also I understand you can't always get into the gym every single day.
Right.
Because it's hard to do that. We've all got a life. We've all got a lot going on. And so I think it's good to, at least like tell each other, make a goal. Like I think right now our goal is to go at least 3 times a week.
Yeah. I would I want to go probably at least 3 up to 5. I'd prefer 5.
The least 3
every day, Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
I would love to do that. I think it'll be more of a thing in the very soon. I just got to be able to adjust to my schedule because it's flexing around all the time and how busy the gym gets. But
see, for me, my schedule's
especially when it gets
super
warm
easy.
too, then we can go start running around the block. It's hard for me with my ankle still running up, like running downhill is what's tough. But I definitely want to get into other stuff, but like other types of stuff like boxing and shit.
And we recently talked about like dates and stuff. So I think instead of planning
let's
a
go
date,
have a workout date.
yeah, let's go have a workout
Let's
date.
go put on a dress.
Let's
I'll
go,
put on a suit, and then we'll go all hit the treadmill
No, let's go ride bikes and.
in a suit.
Which, by the way,
dress.
I was telling my dad about that, how you want to go ride bikes, and I was like, we should all go
That'd be
sometime.
fun as shit, by the way. Like on
Yeah.
that trail we did, we could have done way more and seen way more if we were on bikes too.
Yeah, so I think that would be fun as a date to go ride bikes, to go hiking. So, yeah, it's
That's
even
another
though at
free
the-
date
even though
too.
at
If
the-
you don't have that much
it's a free
money, it's
date,
literally
yeah.
you say if you don't have that much money, go buy 2 bikes and then just go plan to have some gas money and go just explore somewhere. So you don't have to have money to take you on a good date. Like, even if your girl's high maintenance and she's all like into all that good stuff, all that
If you don't have,
the fitness.
if
Yeah,
you don't
that's
have
what I
a,
was trying to say.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
I don't really know either.
If you don't have a bike, if neither of you have a bike, I'm sure one of your neighbors has a bike.
Go get a bike.
You can find a bike
Nerd.
anywhere. You can probably rent bikes. I guess that won't be a free date, but still.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
but
enough,
it's a healthy date. It's a healthy
yeah.
date.
So enough of talking, telling people what to do. I think we're good on that, right? Everybody listening, you're all taking notes. Yeah, I think you're all
Write this
good.
down.
Yes, you guys should. If you weren't jotting this down, listen to it again, and we'll quiz you later. But thank you so much for tuning in. I had a great time. I'm really excited about this week, and
We're motivated this week to do better.
very motivated. And
And next
stoked.
episode, we're gonna ask each other our progress.
Ooh,
Yeah.
are you guys ready for that? I think you are.
And you guys can ask us what our progress is on Instagram or Facebook, or tell us to go to the
Or
gym.
tell us to talk about something. because
Yes. Give us some
it's not always
topics.
easy to talk about something in a relationship. And I have some ideas, but we're trying to keep them relevant. But if something's more relevant in your life, and even you'd want to be on the show, and we're trying to think of doing some type of phone podcast where we have a third microphone where we put the phone on FaceTime. That's always an option. So if you've been curious about getting on this podcast, let us know on Facebook or Instagram. We're always monitoring those. And also check out our YouTube, SoundCloud, and Google Drive podcast page.
Woohoo.
Love you all. Stay cheesy.
Stay cheesy.
So that is all we got for today. Thank you so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed it. If you got any comments, concerns, questions, or complaints, you can file them to our Facebook page at J2 Talks, JAY number 2 Talks. Also on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, literally everything you can think of. And tune in next week, and we will be talking about something else we don't know yet. But stay tuned. Peace.